say thank you to my moderator back, Katie. Thanks for opening the session, for your great support every day. And of course, let me welcome everybody around the world, wherever you place. I'm really happy and I'm glad that you find time. Back, yeah, thanks for great. Shut up, Markus. It's YouTube. So by the way, on YouTube, we share this show live on YouTube as well. So if you watch it on YouTube or maybe later as a recording, then you can subscribe it. Push the button in the right corner. You can subscribe it. If you want, you can give us a like or you can leave a comment below that video. And also right now on YouTube, Barry, Michael, Albert, Gertz, Wakar, Don, wonderful good morning. And here on Zoom, please leave your comment. I can see it here directly and I can give you an answer as soon as possible. Okay, I hope you had a good night and have a great start into your own day. And you know, most important thing, be happy every single day. We have it in our, thanks God, we have it in our own hands to be happy every day. This is the real goal in this one life we have. And you know, no one knows what comes after the last day. So be happy every single day. So Alexander, wonderful good morning as well. And greetings to Turkey, Turkey. That's really cool. I'm so glad that I can speak literally to the world. Okay, so let me share my screen. And let me fix my chat. Here we go. Where are you? So here we go. There is the chat. I can see it here too. And the participants also. Great. So let me say, oh, on Zoom, that's great. Danny, David, Dominic, Gino, Ginteras, Ian, Johan, Kurt, Lily, good morning, Lisa also, Marie-Louise, Mike, Norbert, Niati, Piotr, Plummen, Rainer, Thomas. I love to see you here every morning. So, Miloš, also, good morning on YouTube. I can see Mike from Melbourne. Mike, really high. So let's see what we can do today. So today is a very important day. You know, we saw the Japan monetary policy and they left it at minus 0.1. And existing home sales, that's the upcoming events for today. Then confidence indicator, then oil, the storage report. And of course, the most important topic today is at 8 o'clock in the evening, German time, by the way, the US interest rate decision. So the previous one is, that's a corridor between 0 and 25. So let's see what the market will expect. So this is what the market expects. They will leave the target rate between 0 and 25. Almost now 100% of all the questioned people are saying, okay, they will leave it. So maybe there's a kind of big surprising effect, or maybe there's a non-effect. I guess it's a little bit depending what they are saying, or what Mr. Powell will say after the decision in the press conference, which is, I guess, 8:30 then, roundabout. Okay, so which means we have a quick look and we have to a closer look at EURUSD. And yes, I could say, let's do it. But first of all, we have to see what we can do in DAX. So yesterday, there was great chances to make money in DAX. You see, we talked about in the morning already. So let me draw the trend more. So then we saw the next correction. Then it was this one. Come on. I hope it will work. Yes. So, and then we see, okay, there was over there. Here was the trend break. Okay, so there was also trend continuation here. So then this is this one. And here's this one. So actually, that's the last point too. So there was the trend break, which means we have to draw it in that way. Last point too. This one. And this one. So, and then we see again the downtrend. There was a trend break again, which means we have to start here from a new one. Move. Correction. Then you see trend continuation there. So then the trend is valid. Then we saw a small correction and we said, you know, you remember in the second trend arm, which is our first possibility, we can ignore rule number 3. So, which means there, here we go. There was your balance candle. Yeah, there's the entry. And you see, we reach point 2 again. And now here's the money in. Yeah. So now maybe time to sell half the position, trail the stop into profit, just let it go. So you see, this is always the same. Follow the trend, and that's the magic of the 4 rules. Yeah, just trust the system. And by the way, we talked about yesterday, look, the point of control is quite far away, 15,694 euros by one future contract. Cool stuff. Actually, it looks like that the price will go up. I'm really excited what will happen. So let's see. Great. So then the DAX in hourly chart. And as we mentioned yesterday, we have also the first possible trend arm. Now that's the second trend arm, by the way, of course, but our first possibility to go long. So therefore, I had my entry order here because I saw yesterday evening before I went to bed, okay, there are the balance candles. So in case the price will go up and will continue the trend, because the probability is extremely high in the second trend arm, which is the first opportunity to open the trade. So, and you see, cool. So I already sold half the position. Here you see the trade history. I already sold half the position. And now, of course, I trail my stop into profit. So I don't accept any loss after we reach point 2, because that's the probability. And of course, when I sell half the position, it makes no sense to make a loss afterwards. Okay, so let it go. And maybe you see point of control is quite far away. So just let it go. Then let's see the crude oil. So by the way, if you're asking, oh, maybe this is the morning briefing show, where can I follow for the rest of the day? Admirals and myself, we made it for you. Yeah, we opened a real live trading room. And here is it. This is on Traders Yard. You see, it's a free access. Tradersyard.com. The group means Now How Live Trading Room English, and it's based on this morning briefing show. So we are already 247 family members here, because this is a great family. We have we treat each other with deepest respect. Here you can see the description of this group. We trade only these 4 magic rules, and we work with karmic principles. We treat each other with deepest respect and kindness, and we support each other as to become successful and to make Admirals great as the best broker ever. So this is, I want to invite you. So if you have more questions about Admirals, by the way, so you have the chance to follow the other Forex webinars. Today, Jens is talking about after the split, is NVIDIA on its way to become the next $1 trillion company? Really cool stuff. And I want to invite you to join Jens this afternoon at 3 o'clock p.m. German time, by the way. And please follow Admirals on Instagram. In case you have an Instagram account, then you can see, this is mine. So let's see. Yeah, by the way, you can follow Instagram also. I don't waste time right now with this. So just follow Instagram, Admirals Global. There too, you will find a lot of content. Okay, so what's about the oil price? As you can see, I got out in the oil price here with my trail stop loss. Unfortunately, they hit exactly my stop loss, and afterwards they're going up. That's the game sometimes, but anywhere you have to place your stop loss, but it's a profitable trade. And so therefore, everything is fine. Okay, what's the situation in the oil chart right now? For example, I traded in 4-hourly chart. So here we go. That's the trend. And by the way, the trend is still valid, of course. So that's the trend. Let me see. No, that's not. Here we go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6th trend arm. We are within the red zone. Okay, so I got out. It was a profitable trade. Everything is fine. So now I just have a look at this one. Move. Sorry, correction. And move. So as you can see, this is a secondary trend, which is the correction of the big move of the main trend, which is facing upwards, by the way. So you can see this one. Look, there was a balanced candle, and here is the point 2. Cool, right? You reached it already. Okay, they stopped me out there, but there is no trend continuation right now. And this I'm missing. This trend continuation I still missing. So there is that's the correction zone. So the trend will break above here. So as long as we cannot see the trend break, maybe we can suppose that anytime the price will go down and will break through this last point 2. So I'm just waiting for this, for the next balanced candle. Maybe this could happen in this high volume zone here. That could be an interesting chance. Maybe we will see if there is a balanced candle. So if the price is going up and up and up, then we have to suppose that the main trend will continue, or maybe we will see there is maybe a secondary trend. Maybe we can see then this, and then we can do it again. So just keep an eye on it. And yeah, we talk about it in the morning and in the live trading room for the rest of the day. Okay, so let's see the Dow Jones. There's, by the way, a question, why are you not trading S&P 500, but choosing, for example, Dow Jones? Because Dow Jones is in focus of Admirals. This is an Admiral show, and you can trade whatever you want. So there's, I guess, no difference. So the trend, the rules are the crucial point. So Dow Jones still in a downtrend. We saw a kind of correction yesterday, and then the trend tried to continue, but it failed. And don't forget, guys, quick reminder, we are still in a fair price zone. Yeah, the price is really fair, especially there's a big downtrend right now, but the price based on volume is just really fair. So there is nothing to do. Okay, so just let it go. Stay on the sideline. 1, 2, 3. It's the 5th trend arm right now. And maybe we will see a new uptrend. Yeah, so just whatever. For me, that's not the situation where I want to make a trade. So just stay on the sideline. Based on the rate decision this evening, we have to quick look at the Dow EURUSD. So first of all, where we are. about the price. Because, you know, we trade the price, euro, US dollar costs something. Yeah, and actually for €1, you have to pay $1.17. Okay. So what do we have? Where we are in the green zone, guys. Point of control is actually 121.23. So we are quite far away from the current normal price, which means there is a big sign. Yeah, sales. That special offer price, really, really cheap. Yeah. So just wait. Just wait if we will see a new uptrend, and then we can go back to the point of control. Yeah, I realize, okay, there is another interesting volume zone, and this is here. Yeah, it's round about the point of low. So there is a big volume zone, and it's not that far away from the current point of control. So, but however, there's just only two options, and there's a guarantee. The guarantee is that we will see the point of control again. And because there's just only one exception, that they will change the point of control to another spot, or another price. And the next possible price where the point of control can change or can move is here at around about 118. Okay, but on the way up to this point or to this point, we have to follow the rules. So maybe this can happen next. Maybe this one, then this one, then we have to do this. So not yet. Just wait. We have a rate decision today. We have the press conference. We have the blah, blah, blah from Mr. Powell. Let's see how the market will react on it. And then we can think about the trade. So, you know, you are a speculator. You remember what speculator means? The Latin words speculare. Speculare means literally just watching, observing. So as a real professional private trader, in the first place, you are an observer. And only if your signal occurs on the right side, then you have to act. All the other times you have to observe. And if there is nothing to do in the chart, what you have to do then, yeah, you can observe, but not the chart. You can observe your wife, your kiddies, the sun, the moon, the stars, the waves, whatever you want, but not the charts. Okay? Just watching, not touching. That's the point. So let's see. Then we have the gold price in focus, of course. Here we go. I tried to continue and I failed. So that was a loss here. So actually we are still in the correction. There was no trend continuation here at the point 2, which means the price or the correction continues for the moment. But also I can see this one because there is seemingly now a new uptrend back to the point. Exactly, we reached the point of control already. I can see it. So you see, so now we are waiting for the next correction and then we can go up. Believe me, this is a valid trend right now. We see the second trend arm, which is our first possibility to go long. Okay, so we reached already point of control again. So we are in a fair price zone. So maybe the next correction could end at the point of low. And then let's see. So don't miss it. Keep an eye on it in gold on a long position. But be aware that it's just the correction of a very, very young downtrend. Of course, very young downtrend. And this young downtrend is also in its second trend arm, which means the first possibility to go short. Yeah. So maybe there is a chance to use the situation when the pink trend, the long trend, we can use from the correction up to the point 2. But if it's not working, we have to change the position and to work with the red trend, which is facing downwards. So just let it go and let's see what we can do. Okay, so that's the focus trades. Guys, I have a question for you today again. And my question for you today is, and Kitty, if you are ready for Rumble, we can open the poll of today. My question for you today is, do you know the meaning of the law of probability? Just two options. Yeah, I do. Oh, no, not exactly. So do you know the meaning of the law of probability? So while you're thinking about it, and be honest to yourself, by the way, you know, planting good seeds, I am going through my running trades. So first of all, let's see, we start with the first one. This is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. We are still in, and there is actually nothing to do because the trend is running. Euro Canadian dollar, we are still in. Yeah, and we are, yeah, we didn't reach, or we have not reached the 0.2 here right now. So where is my trend? This is the trend. So for each shot, yeah. So that's the trend. So move, correction, big move, and big correction. So here is the 0.2. There is the 0.2. This is we want to reach. Yeah, that's the probability. Not yet. Just a try, but not yet. And there is, by the way, there's another trend, secondary trend, which is facing upwards. So this 0.2 we reached already, but I'm speculating on this 0.2. So actually we are a bit in profit. And what is on my side also is the point of control. So therefore I give it more space. Yeah, I give it more space that we reach the 0.2 and that we go back to the point of control. Let's see what happens. Yeah. So then we opened a trade in Euro British Pound yesterday based on our rules. By the way, what's the rules we talked about yesterday? Please check the webinar from yesterday again. So here we go. Move, correction, move, correction, balance candle, open the trade. We haven't reached the point of control yet, which means the probability is also there. There's another balance candle. Yeah, I know we're circling around the point of control, but I don't care because the price is not part of the rules, just a kind of orientation. So just let it go. If you will see a close above the last 0.2, then we can make the trade safe. Yeah, just Euro British Pound. I stick to the rules and I will never miss any kind of signals anymore. You know, I have to work on it very strong. Euro New Zealand dollar, we are a bit in loss for the moment, but it's not real loss. So this is the trend, move, correction, move, correction. You see, there was the balance candle. We reached the 0.2, but not with the close. Point of control is here. So just let it go and wait. If you will see a close above the last 0.2, then we can act. Okay, so just let it go. That could be take a little bit time because we are already in the fair price zone, but the trend is still valid. Then we have British Pound, Canadian dollar. So yeah, my target is here at the big point. So, but we sold already half the position. Trend is still valid and the stop loss is in profit. So actually, maybe there is a little bit at the point of high, there's a kind of support zone where more buyers come into the market. So let's see, just let it go. British Pound, New Zealand dollar. Yeah, it's still struggling. And this is the trend, move, correction, move, correction. So first entry, actually there was a bit of close above, Yeah, so I trailed my stop closer, still speculating that we reached a point of control. I don't know what happens. Let's see. Then US dollar, Canadian dollar. Still in. Trend is still valid. Maybe we speculate that we reach this point, big point here at 129.45. So trend is still valid. That's the trend. Move, correction, move, correction, big move, correction. Yeah, let's see if we will see more trend continuation. However, we sold already half the position, stop losses in profit. Nothing can happen. So just let it go. Okay. So if you are interested maybe on watching the other trades, for example, Monday to Friday, no, just shut up. Then you will see below every single video. Yeah, you can see if you click on see more, you can see all the links. And this is really interesting. So trade with Admirals, subscribe for more episodes. You can look this, you can click this channel. Here are MetaTrader 5.4, Supreme Edition, website, email, so on. So you have a lot of links there below every single video. So click on the links. You will find a link to fundamental analysis, technical, economic calendar, market sentiment, and so on. So this is cool that Admirals put all these links below every single video, by the way. Okay. So in here, let's go and let's see a daily chart trade. And this is British pound Swiss franc. So why is it? Because I mix it, yeah? Because I have to make diversification through the time frames and the markets, by the way. So where is the trend here right now? So the trend is this one. So move, correction, move, correction. So here was the situation. There was the balance candle. You see, open a position there, and just 0.2 is to reach. So in the first step, there was a signal also. There was the money in, so we get a second chance. We saw the rejection of the price at the point of control here. So this is the speculation that we reached a 0.2. If we reach 0.2, then we are safe. Yeah. So this is a cool stuff. As a private trader, you have to make kind of diversification, and diversification doesn't mean that you trade, that you mix, that you go through the different markets like Forex, shares, futures, whatever. No, diversification means also to diversify the different time frames, but only those time frames you can afford. So if you have a normal job, it's not allowed to make day trading because you cannot follow the law of probability. So here we go, guys. What is the law of probability? Yeah. Before I give you the answer, I have one question. I saw one question because what's about US dollar Swiss franc? Yeah. So be careful. We expect the rate decision today. Okay. So let's see US dollar Swiss franc. First of all, first orientation where we are. Okay, point of control is down 0.91509. So then we have still an uptrend. Yeah, we have still an uptrend. Yes. So that's the big one. That's technically correct. So that's the big one. So of course you can speculate. It's a little bit vague. And there was not really a balance candle there. And in case that we are in regarding to the rate decision today, I wouldn't open a trade here. So also we can see a secondary trend And the secondary trend starts here. Move, correction, move, correction, and this move. So also, so two trends in one direction, but we are still within the red zone, and we expect a rate decision. I don't do it. Just tomorrow, maybe. Let's see what the rate decision will bring us for kind of news. Yeah. So, and what I was talking about the diversification of the different time frames is based on the law of probability. So let me explain. You know it. If you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with probabilities. So why we don't have any guarantees in the market? Yeah. The point is really logically, because you only have a guarantee if you have something in your own hand. So you can manage your family as long as the kiddies are small. Yeah, then you can manage your family. So the moment you have influence directly to something else, then you know what happens next. This is the description of guarantee. If you can influence something directly, then you know what happens next. So therefore you can act in that way, what that will happen, whatever you want. This is guarantee. Yeah. Can you influence the right side of the chart? Yes or no? Type in the chat box. Can you influence the right side of the chart? Do you know what exactly happens next? Even the next 5 seconds. Can you know that? Do you know that? Exactly what happens next? Yes or no? Only your account is big enough. Then you can influence. If your account is not big enough, then you have to say, no, of course not. I don't know. Literally don't know what happens next. Even the next 5 seconds. That means you don't have a guarantee. So you don't know what's happened next. So, and every time you don't have a guarantee, which means you don't know what's happened next, you need a strategy. If you don't have a guarantee, you need a strategy. And a strategy means you will never have 100% hit quote. Because if you have a 100% hit quote, you would have guarantee. You see the logic? No guarantee, strategy. Strategy means no guarantee. Strategy means as a consequence, you have to work with probability, because you only have the probability that maybe this can happen on the right side. So strategy means you have to calculate and you have to test the strategy if it really works. So thanks God we are traders. So trading exists for 100 years, 150 years, and much longer. Yeah. So you can test every strategy in the history, because trading is always based on two stones, price and volume. So you can test everything in the back. Okay. So then you make a test, and the test is always based on clear conditions. If you want to test something, you need clear conditions, yes or no? So in my logical perception, I would say, of course, I cannot make a test without clear conditions. Yes or no? I hope you say yes. Maybe you should think about it. So then you say clear conditions, which means you need rules, any kind of rules. The 50 moving average crosses the 100. The 100 crosses the 200 up and down, oversold, overbought situation, MACD, RSI, whatever you do, you can test it, but you have to make clear conditions. And then you can make a test. And then your test will bring a result. And the result is either positive or negative. If it's positive and you have a profitable hit quote, then here comes the consequences. If you will have the same result like your backtest said, you have to act in exactly the same way like you tested. Think it through. So therefore, guys, this is the symbol for the law of probability. Therefore, as a private trader, you have to work with strategies, which means you have to obey the law of probability. And every time you break your own rules, which kind of rules do you have? I don't care. I have my own 4 magic rules. Every time you break the rules, the result is based on coincidence. And then you cannot expect, not really expect, that you become successful in trading. And this is the big, big challenge. So who is responsible for that? The market, the probability, the rules? Of course not, because that's clear. That's the law. Rules are clear. Who is responsible? Yes, you and me. So who fails on the right side of the chart? We. Yes. So trading is the human part. Think about it. And this is why, in my opinion, we need clear support. This is why I said why we make this show every morning, why we have this live trading room. And if you want to come to a result more faster, then take a mentor. You have to give money, you have to give time, but that's the point. Guys, thanks a lot for listening again. I hope we'll see each other tomorrow again on the live trading room, next one. And I wish you a lot of success today. Be careful with your rules. Think about the law of probability. And thanks for joining this session. Thanks, Katie. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules be with you.